everyone, and welcome back to my heavenly babies. I am Angel, and today is Fashion Friday, and joining me is Isaiah. This is the Skylar Sculpt by Kimberly Keller, and he is one of my favorite boy silicones. I was given him, my husband let me get him after my hysterectomy. I wanted him so much, and I had seen him. The first channel I seen him on was Melissa's channel, Let's Play Dolls, and I saw her Toby, and I was madly in love, and I checked it out, and I wanted it so bad, and so he was a gift from my husband after my hysterectomy. I went through a lot of heartache and everything, so he's brought so much joy to me, and I am just loving how great his seal is holding. As you guys know, I redid his seal because when I got him, he loses the seal pretty fast and gets a lot of shiny spots. I noticed that in all the videos I was watching of people that got this baby before he came. He's a custom, so it took 2 months to get him. But I was so afraid of that, but I thought it doesn't matter because I know how to seal babies, and so I'm going to seal him. But I'm not only going to seal him, I'm going to double seal him. I double seal my babies. I also do this as a job. I buy those budget babies, paint them, and sell them for a budget for you guys to help out full body silicones. But I knew that I could seal him and he would be okay. And here we are over a month because I got him August 16th, and it is already the 21st, I believe. Gosh, it's already going to be fall on the 22nd, I believe. Either today or tomorrow is fall. I'll throw it up on the screen. But anyways, so it's been well over a month, and I did it just 2 days into getting him. I wanted to enjoy him a little bit, and I knew it. I knew he was going to lose it. I'm going to show you real quick a couple photographs again of already the shiny spots that were all over him, and he didn't even have that when I got him. He instantly was losing the seal, and I knew that was going to happen because some of the babies even come already, with spots showing on their shiny. Kimberly's dolls are beautiful, but the seal isn't that great. Not to say anything bad about her because I love Kimberly, but the seal is not great. But that's okay because the baby itself, even if he wouldn't have been painted, is well worth the money. He's a beautiful, beautiful sculpt. And she pours and paints. So I've got no complaints here, and I knew I could just seal him, but he's doing great. He's nice and matted everywhere. I have not had to powder him at all. Now I hear people that say they like to powder their baby. You can still powder them. That's not a problem. It's just the more you powder them as an artist, I know this, you're just wiping away not only their seal, but then their paint. So you want to just be careful how much you're rubbing something over and over and over. It's going to lose its paint too, the seal and the paint. I do seal mine good, so mine can be powdered. Don't worry about that. You can powder them. But again, doesn't matter how expensive the products are you use, and I use very expensive products. I use silicone velvet and, silicone paints by Fuse FX. Look it up. They're very expensive. And I seal with silicone velvet and the 110 from Fuse FX. So it's a good seal, and I was told that their seals do not, the baby will not peel or anything. And so far, so good. I've got babies that done at least a year ago that are still doing really well, no peeling or anything. And I really don't powder them a lot because I know that anything you rub enough, you're going to rub it off. But sure, once in a while you can powder it, enjoy it, and powder it, bathe it, things you want to do and have fun with. It's not going to ruin it if you're just careful. But my babies can be changed, can be bathed, you can have fun with it. But as far as powdering it, like I said, do it if you want it. It's, I wouldn't think it's going to hurt it too much, but that would be more now just for fun because my babies are silky soft, thus its name, silicone velvet. They're very velvety soft. Anybody that bought a baby through me will tell you they're very silky soft. But anyway, so sorry talking so long, but just wanted to go over, and I'll go over when I show him. But there's no shiny spots on him at all. I think there was one spot that didn't seal totally. Some of these babies don't seal all the way. There's some spots because she does take off the seam lines. And so I noticed one spot on his leg that didn't completely seal all the way, but you can't even really see it. You just can't see it. I noticed it just because he's right up next to me, but you don't really see it. But I tried 3 times to seal there, and it's just hard to get every little spot sealed on these babies because of that. But I love his squishiness. I love him because he's my favorite baby. He was the first one to get his own nook that says Isaiah, and his clip says Isaiah. And look at that, you guys. Look at the bling and sparkle on that. I'll throw up on the screen where I got it from off of Etsy. And I did the clear. That way it would match anything he wore, and it was done in the gold because he is the king. I'm going to have one more made for him with his name here and something else here on the clip. And I started ordering for my other babies. Now, every one of my other babies are going to get the same pacifier, and I'm going to do them all in the clear. That way it matches anything they wear with the gold like that and the diamonds. But I'm a bling lover, and I love how it blings. I love everything about it. So, yeah, that's his clip. It's got a gold chain on it, and it says Isaiah, Isaiah. So, yep, he was the lucky one. He's my little king. He got, and that's why the crown is on there. No, they all come with the crown. But he is my little king, and I love this baby so much. So we're going to go ahead and read the word. Sorry, didn't mean to talk so much, but we're going to read the word. And then we'll go ahead and change this little guy. He's sleeping right now, sucking away at his nook. He is a nook baby for sure. We'll do a spotlight on him. We're going to read Billy Graham, Wisdom for Each Day. Today we are on September 21st. Adopted into his family. Well, that's kind of nice because we adopted this little guy. He chose us in him before the creation of the world to be adopted as his sons through Jesus Christ. Also his daughters. You guys know that. It just in the Bible they use the word his sons. In accordance with his pleasure and will. Ephesians 1:4-5. From time to time, someone writes me who was adopted as a child and is now haunted by the idea that they had been rejected by both of their birth parents, and therefore they must have been unloved and unlovable. Those feelings have oppressed them most of their lives. What they have forgotten, and what I always try to point out to them, is that they weren't unloved and unwanted by their adopted parents. Not at all. That couple had a choice in the matter, and they deliberately chose to bring this child into their family. If anyone, their adoption proves that their feelings are lying to them. The truth is they are loved and they are wanted. In an even greater way, God loves us so much that he chose to make us part of his family. Jesus' death and resurrection accomplished many things for us, our forgiveness, our new life, even our eternal destiny. But something else took place when he accepted Christ. But something else took place when you accepted Christ. You were adopted into his family forever. God loves you that much. That's kind of great, you guys, on adoption, because I did adopt this little guy. I mean, when you get these babies, they're adopted babies, and we love them so much. But yeah, you got to think about that. When somebody gives up a child for adoption and somebody adopts them, they're adopted because they're loved. That person wants them because they love them. And so it's important. And that might be something my husband and I do because we did want more children. We'll adopt a child because, there's children out there that need us, that need to feel loved and wanted and needed. But you never, ever have to feel that way because God loves us. He adopted us into his family, especially when you turn yourself over to him and get your salvation. He adopted you into his family. He is our heavenly Father, and he loves us more than anybody could. That's why he sent his son to die for us. But yeah, don't ever feel that way. Don't ever feel unloved or unwanted, because you are here for a reason. Nobody is ever born accidentally. You're all here, and there is a perfect purpose and plan for each and every one of us that God has. Seek it out. Continue to ask God what it is, but we're here for a reason. We weren't born accidentally. And whether we get an adopted set of parents or our parents keep us, we're here for a reason. And don't ever think that you are unloved or unwanted because you're adopted out. When somebody puts you up for adoption and somebody adopts you, even putting up for adoption isn't easy, but then having somebody adopt you, they loved you that much that they wanted to take you in as their own. So remember that. And remember, God took us in as his own. He did, the day that he had his son die on the cross. And if we accepted that, we are adopted by our heavenly Father. Remember that. Wisdom for today. Regardless of our family situation here on earth, Father, your word has made it clear that you have chosen us to be part of your heavenly household. Thank you for adopting us into your family and offering us a seat at the table. So see, no matter what you feel in your lives, if you were unloved and all that, you are not. You are so loved by God that it doesn't matter if you have nobody. And yes, it's hard. It's not easy. There's people out there that really don't have anybody. But we always have God. Turn to God and you won't feel unloved anymore. You will feel more love than you could ever be loved, because nobody can love you more than God. So it doesn't matter if the people on earth love you. God loves you more than anybody can. His is an unconditional love. So let his heart in, let him in, and let him love you and give you the love that you need, that you are so seeking. Let him in. And I hope you guys enjoyed that on adopted into his family, because we all were adopted into God's family. And like I said, when you're feeling down and out and you have nobody, you feel like you have nobody, you have God. And that love is unconditional. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with Life's Manual, the Holy Bible. Read it, study it, and get a great personal relationship with Jesus. Read every day, even if it's just a verse a day. Be reading, because this is what's going to make you feel good. And you'll read stuff like that that's going to make you remember that you are very loved, that nobody could love you more. Nobody could possibly love you more than God. And that's why he sent his son for each and every one of us, because he loved the whole world. That's why he sent his son to die for us. Blow off the dust. If this book has been sitting here for ages, blow it off, or go get a Bible and start reading it and watch your life change. Remember, this is not our permanent home. Our permanent home is in heaven if we want it. This is, all this here on earth is because of the sinful world we live in. Every one of us live in glass houses. We're all sinners, like I've said in many videos lately. But that's why we live hard lives here. But our perfect home is in heaven if you want it. Take it today. Get your salvation today. It's the 21st of September. Get your salvation today. Write it down and know that you are heaven bound. So no matter how you feel here on earth, no matter how many things go wrong in your life, it's not going to in heaven. Heaven will be the best. And I know how many times I say I can't wait to get in heaven, because that's when it's going to be the best, right? And then you won't be afraid of death anymore. You won't be walking blind, because you'll know where you're going and you won't worry anymore. All right, you guys, let's get on to beautiful Isaiah. We're going to put him in this cute little outfit for Fashion Friday. It's a little onesie type shorts, and it's still summer here, still very warm. So I want my babies just in one last summer look. The last ones that I have that I got to do spotlights on. This is a Carter's, and I believe I got this from Walmart, Target. I think this was from Target. It was on sale for $5.60. It's gray, and then it's got a green, like an army green, a kind of lime green stripe, and then a peach with the gray through it. It's all gray, snaps at the crotch, nothing on the back, and it's got a cute well embroidered on it, so that's really cute. And the well is got piping around it, or stitching around it, in a navy blue, and the smile in the eye and the little fins is all done in the navy blue, and it's just so cute with that whale on it. And we're gonna do a gray hat. And on the back, it's got the little fins on it too, so I thought that would be cute, but that you won't even see it. So that, and then the little gray socks. That's what we're going to put on Isaiah today. We're going to take your little lion, buddy. Yeah, you're sleeping so good. Mr. Flopper. Yes, I love this baby. He is so squishy, so floppy, and oh, I just adore him. Now, I did add into his, I love how his head can turn, you guys. I can turn him towards you. I did put wetness in his eyes to make him look wet, because he is a baby. I did it in his nose, going down his mouth, in his mouth. And I fixed inside, he's got that tongue inside. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's got a tongue. And I did seal the bottom of the tongue closed, because it was hard to get the nooks in, because it was open on the bottom and the closed, or the top and the bottom. So I sealed the bottom closed. I fixed his drinking wet. So one day I'm going to do a drinking wet video with him, because that got fixed, because that was all popping out. It was really weird how the drinking wet was, but I put some of the silicone around it, and I fixed that as well. So I can't wait to see how that works, because I haven't used it since. But yeah, there's his nook. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. So pretty. And it's on the clip here. I know a lot of you guys have some of these beautiful pacifiers that are made. But yeah, it's so pretty. I love how it says Isaiah, Isaiah. But I'm going to get him one more, because I want it to say Isaiah Shea, and I want this to say something else on this side. So I'm getting him one more. But we'll just set that aside while we change him. I have a hat on him because he's bald, and I was just worried about his little head at nighttime. But, and also, you guys, I do so much with him. This baby almost every night is in bed with me. I do a different baby every night. But lately, I have had him a little bit more in bed with me. I love his painting. His modeling is so good. I didn't want to lose that. So like I'll do a baby, and then he's right back with me again. Skin against skin, you guys, because it's summer. I'm wearing t-shirts and shorts to bed. He's wearing t-shirts and stuff like that. So it's skin against skin. And look at him. He's gorgeous, you guys. Gorgeous. If you can see this, I can even just bring him up to the camera here, just so you guys can just kind of see. I know I've got clothes on him, but just, look at that head. No shiny spots. No shiny spots. And he had all kinds. Now that was from her. That's excess silicone from her on there when I got him. He already had that. That's okay. But look at no shiny spots on him. Look at his arms. Look at this arm. Look at his legs. Completely nice and matted. This is the only spot. I don't know if you can see that right there. There you go. You can kind of see that. I'm going to try one more time, but I did try 3 times to seal that, and it didn't seal. So some spots just aren't going to seal. But like I said, let me turn him around so you can see the back. Got to hold that head really good. Again, all I did was seal him, but look at no shiny spots on this baby. Other than that one little spot, like I said, because it was really hard to seal. And I did see somebody that sent their baby away to get repainted, because they did the Caucasian and they didn't like it, so they wanted to paint him more. And the woman said there was just one spot I wasn't able to seal, 1 or 2 spots, she said. And I do believe that's because, like I said, that she does remove the seam lines off the baby, and it's probably harder to seal, and that would have been where one of the seam lines would have been. But like I said, it's so small, and I'll try one more time to seal it, but I think that spot's going to stay. But if I am able to seal it, I'll let you guys know. It might have even been a spot that I maybe only did the once and thought I did it. But I will go over it one more time just to make sure. And that's how I am with all the babies I sell. I make sure I go over and check any spots out after, because I see a lot of babies unboxing that people do of just all kinds of babies. And I see them and they've got shiny spots on them. So the people doing it just basically do the baby once and that's it, because it is expensive. But that's just what I want to do. It's just how I take pride in my babies. And I want to make sure that they get sealed right. And I don't want them to have shiny spots. If you do get a baby that does have a shiny spot on it from me, then it was because it just wouldn't seal in that spot. Because some silicones have certain spots that don't seal. So if it is, it's not because I did anything wrong. Because believe me, I examine those babies before they leave. I make sure I check every single spot on them. And if it is, like I said, if you get a spot, it's not because I missed it like on him. I may have missed it, but I do believe I did go over this a couple times, but maybe that's not the spot. Maybe it was another spot, but I do believe I went over this a couple times because I examine the babies really good. But going home babies, oh yeah, I examine those babies very, very good, because I want them to, you guys to get good babies. So yeah, if you get a baby through me and it does have a shiny spot on it, know that I did everything I could to seal it. Okay, I did everything I could, and it may have just had a spot that just wouldn't, because I do. They're just cheap babies or whatever, and I do kind of file some of the seam lines, because of course my babies have seam lines. I do kind of seal them, but I don't do it the way she did, where she completely gets rid of them, because I'm not sure how you do it, and I don't want to ruin the silicone. And once you paint them, it's really camouflaged, so it doesn't make a difference, And I can leave him bald. He doesn't even need a hat, but I just wanted the gray hat with this outfit. But yeah, I'm very, very careful about that. So yeah, if you do get a baby, just know this. If it does have a shiny spot, that's because it wouldn't seal there. But, you don't have to worry about it because it's double sealed. So, you don't have to worry about powdering that spot unless you want to or whatever. You can powder it if you want to. But yeah, it's not because I didn't do a good job, because I take pride in my babies. That's why I give every one of them a name too. Kind of like every, with the babies that you buy, they have names, the kit names or sculpt names. I name every one of my babies as well. I take pride in them when I'm doing them. I grow a relationship, a bond with them. I put much love into my babies, and I make sure that they are done well. I don't care if I have to try 3 times to seal. I won't even give up on the second time. I'll try a third time in that spot to seal it. And then if it doesn't and you have a little spot there, well, that's why. I tried and tried and tried, and it just wouldn't seal. So sometimes they just don't. Some silicones have spots that just don't, but I'd rather have one little spot than a bunch. I mean, that was on him was so many of them, you guys. There were so many spots. And again, not saying anything bad. I would have taken this baby unpainted and still loved it. I would have painted it myself. But I'm just saying, what you're paying for is the actual mold, the sculpt of this baby. That's what you're paying for. So don't expect, like babies that you get at that kind of a price. He's under $1,400. Don't expect, to get this mint baby. And yet he is so pretty. His paint job is so pretty. And if you know somebody, if you can seal it yourself, seal it yourself. If you can't, have somebody do it. If you would like me to do it, I will. And I will, very little amount of money. I only want $150 to double seal it for you. Your Skylar. I'm talking about the Skylar. If you have the Skylar or any other baby you have that it's got a great paint job, it's got shiny spots, and you just want it sealed. I would be interested in doing that for you. $150 because my paints are expensive, but $150. And then of course the price to ship it to me and the price to ship it home. And you could do it in a flat rate. So it's just one price, and I will do the babies as fast as possible, because I know people want their babies back quickly. So I will do it quickly. Don't worry about that. I won't have him very long, him or her. I will not have it very long. Let's just leave his little nook right here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just leave it, just laying him. But I will do it fast, you guys, and get him home back really quick and fast, you guys, because I know how much people love their babies, and they don't want to wait. They already had to wait so long for this baby, especially this particular baby. They had to wait so long, or babies that you guys waited for that were customs and stuff like that. But yeah, I will get it back to you quickly, as quick as possible, however long it takes to ship to me, ship home, and his floppy little head. His head is so cute. But however long it takes to ship to me, to ship back to you, and then the time that I do it, it usually will take me a turnaround about 24 hours. As long as I got nothing else going on, it's about a 24-hour turnaround for the baby for me to do it, because I like to let it sit overnight too. I let it sit overnight in, once I do the first seal, then the second seal with the powder, I let that sit through the night. So I like that 24-hour, through the night seal with it. I like that silicone velvet to sit on it, and then I will rinse it, get it dressed, and get it shipped back home. If you're interested in that, my email is right here. I'll throw it up on the screen. It's also linked in the box. Just send me an email. Yep, $150 and the shipping to me and home, and I will seal your Skylar if you have it, because the Skylar is the one I find a lot of people need that one sealed. So I'll seal your Skylar. I've got like 4 people right now that want me to do that, so they're saving up right now and want me to do it. So I'm going to do that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, quick little spotlight. He's my favorite boy. He is sweet. I love him. He is beautiful. He is like so much like a real baby. He really is. He is sweet and just lovable, snuggable. He just melts into you. I love snuggling him. I take him to bed, like I said, like every other night. I'll take a new baby and then I'll take him. Like I just don't want them to feel bad. But I take him to bed the most, and I love him in my arms. He's so snuggly, so lovable. I love how his head will lay into your neck, like you can turn it so easy on your chest. He's just sweet and gentle and lovable, and I just find him to help me with my anxiety the most, and just sweet. And I look over, he's in my position in my nursery where I see him the most. He's in a swing, and like when you walk in the door, you can see him the most. I mean, he just is amazing. I love his personality. I love when he gets mad. He shakes his little hands, and he gets even more red than he is now when he gets mad. So he definitely has a side to him when he gets mad and he wants to eat. But other than that, oh, he's just so passive and so sweet and so lovable. He loves his mommy. He likes the snuggles from mommy the most. We just love to snuggle. He loves to lay up against me. He does want to be held. Yes, he is a baby that wants to be held. That's why I take him to bed so often, because he wants to be held. He's one of those babies that want mommy to hold him all the time. And come on, who wouldn't want to hold him all the time? Look at how beautiful he is. So I love holding him and snuggling him. He's a snuggler, a lover, and he's definitely the king of the boys here. Well, my son baby too. I love that one too, because that looks like my son. So, it's hard for me to pick, but I'm just saying this one was bought for that purpose. And I have a real son, that's my real son. I got to love and snuggle him and stuff like that. So the other one's, my look-alike. But this one here is a joy. I just love him and just a sweetie, but he is spoiled. Definitely my spoiled baby. I spoiled this one. He gets to sleep with mommy the most. He does. And he's a lucky little guy. And because of that, I think I'm making him too much with mommy. You know what I mean? I'm the one causing him to want to snuggle so much, because I just can't put this baby down. So he's got to have the snuggles. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Isaiah will blow you a kiss. Mwah. He loves God. He loves mommy so much. He's a mama's boy for sure. Mommy and daddy. He loves all his aunties, uncles, grandmas, and grandpas out there, and all of his little cousins. Anybody want to do a twinning with me? I know Melissa wants to from Let's Play Dolls. We're going to do a twinning with her Toby. But I'd love to do a twinning with you, Dee, if you'd like to, with your Isaac. I'd love to do a twinning. Anybody else that owns this Skylar wants to do a twinning with me, let me know. I'd love to do a twin video with you. Even if we don't do the same outfit, we'll just do a theme, like a onesie or the same color, we'll have a color theme or something like that. So it'll be easy, so we won't have to go out and get 2 outfits to match exactly, but we can just do something, the same color, or just something that would be cute. We got the fall coming, so maybe a cute sleeper in the same color, or maybe we can somehow get the same, outfits or whatever and twin together. So just let me know. But anyways, I love you guys. Mwah. But remember, who loves you the most? God. And he sent his son to die. And if you want him in your heart, you can, ask him into your heart, and he adopts you into his family. And like I said, nobody will love you more than God will. Everybody take care. God bless. And me and Isaiah will see you guys in our next upload. Take care, everyone, and God bless.